Hello everybody, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a tutorial for this really cool boho necklace from the Bargain Bead Box Rainforest Relics collection for July of 2026. And the only thing that I added, I added these, which I'll show you in the video. These are from another one of their boxes from, I don't know, 5-6 months back. Plated hematite, man-made. Just because I made such a long piece of jewelry and I ran out of their spacers. And then I added the check glass beads, the 11 seed beads in turquoise from Hobby Lobby. These were so pretty and I love the way they turned out in here. And then I took the toggle clasp and I did it sideways. So it's more of just kind of like a focal piece. You can use it, but, and I do sell my jewelry that I make, but I did add a lobster clasp because I think it'd be easier to just take this off and on with that than to use that. It's kind of more like a design, but it can be used if you need to. And then I added all of these little dangles and charms. And I love the way this turned out. So I did 4 on each one. I did that. And this one is just a tiny little charm there. It's hard to lay it down because it looks better when it's, you know, when it's hanging. And then I also, and I didn't do a tutorial for this, but I just wanted to show you this. I took the leaf and then I made 2 little charms and I add them to the front, and then I used those same turquoise seed beads and I just made this pattern. And I loved the way this turned out. Then I put another tiny little charm for this. This was so much fun to make. So these were my 2 so far from this box, and I have another one coming up this week. But yeah, I had a lot of fun working with this. And this box this month, they're usually, Bargain Bead boxes usually, it costs $24.99 a month, and they're usually valued at over $60. This was $86.80. So this was a really great bargain. And you get gemstones and all different kinds of pieces in it. So I hope you enjoy watching me make this. I already made half the necklace to make the video a little shorter. So you'll see me make the other half of the necklace. So if you want to learn how to make it, then stay tuned. So this is the first side that I did, like I showed you in the beginning. And I ended up turning this on its side, like I said. And I love this because I'm going to attach this. I'm probably going to do it maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do it this way or this way. I kind of like this way. Kind of, I don't know, it's a little different from what we normally wear it. Let me see. So we're starting with this beading wire. I know a lot of people like to screenshot things, so I put it up there just so you can, you know, take a picture with your phone or whatever. And then I'm using the faceted Zimbabwe beans, the Z beads. I already used them in the other project too. The matte beads, and then the disc beads. These are so pretty. And then the orange beads, and the nugget beads. And then I'm probably going to use the rest of these spacers. And I'm going to use the rest of, there's 2 more sets of bead caps. And I'm going to use this little one as a dangle because it's so cute. And then I have a couple more of the leaves. And I have this one right there. And then I have some of the chain. And then, where did I just put it? Okay, one of the past boxes from Bargain Bead Box, we got these 6mm plated hematite man-made faceted rounds. And they match, so I'm pulling a few of these out to put on the other side. And let me see, I have a few head pins. And then I'm going to show you a trick that I do because I use the clam shell cover for my, oh my gosh, my crimp bead. But then I also add an extra crimp bead in the necklace, kind of hidden, but just for extra security because of the weight of the necklace, so that it's just kind of helps. And then I have some heavier jump rings. I'm sorry. I just got back from, I went for a walk and I lifted weights and I just had a big protein shake. So my belly's kind of full right now and I'm getting to do this. And then I got the check glass beads from Hobby Lobby, 11 seed beads in turquoise. Because we know these weren't enough seed beads. I still had to add my own. So let me see. Okay, so we're going to go back again. I'll show you. So this is the shorter side. And I'm showing you everything that I added. Then I added this part. And then I ended it. So let me see. So right here, if you could see, I have a crimp bead. And I just flattened it. And it just kind of helps to hold some of the weight so the whole necklace isn't dangling just from one crimp bead. I call them insurance policies. Then I took the heavier jump ring and then I added a little bit of chain and a little spacer, then the leaf and another little dangle. Then I added a dangle here. I added a dangle here. And then I added this. So it's just got a nice little boho flare to it. So now, let me see, I'm going to kind of move this stuff out of the way so that I can work with this and show you what I'm doing. Okay, I have these little, I like to have my my seed beads in front of me though. So let me see. I have it like that. And make sure this is as much in as it can be. Okay, so I took the lobster clasp and I put it on already. And I measured these out. This is, let me get my ruler. Let me see here. This is, let me see, I'm just kind of approximately now because I already started the necklace. Let me see. I'll add an extra inch to the 12, 13. About 19.5 inches for this long side. And then this was about 16 inches. But then I added all the extra dangles to make it longer, so I'll measure it out at the end. Okay. So, let me see here. I'm trying to get this kind of in view here. Okay. So I'm just going to start adding some beads on, and then when I get close enough, I'm going to measure it out so that this is at the same point on here as the other one. So let's get some of these, some of the nugget beads. I had so much fun working with this box. Oh. These are getting, my nails are wet underneath. I just washed my hands. Okay, so let's start the Z bead. I like to just have a little mess of everything here. Okay, so we're going to start with an orange bead and then go with a nugget bead. And then we'll do one of these. And then I'll get a couple of orange beads. 1, 2, 3. I'll just put them down. So now I want to bring them down. And I want to bring them so that they go over both of the strings. And then what I do is let me see, 1, 2, 3. So we have that there. Let's do one of these. And let's do one of the hematites. I really love these hematite beads, and we got the other spacers too, but we didn't, for all of the jewelry that I'm making from this box, it's not enough. So I always keep, I have a drawer with just bargain bead box stuff. So, you know, depending on what I'm creating. Okay, right, okay, so now I'm putting this right there, just so that I know that's not gonna come loose. And then I just keep moving it as I'm doing it. Okay, so we have that. So now let's go and get one of those. Now I'm going to, because these beads are so small, I like to cut that off. I don't know if you can see, it's in a little bit of a point, so it goes on a little better, because these are really tiny. But I love, you know, you have the chunky beads and everything, but then I think when you add some tiny beads like this, I think it just adds more interest to your piece of jewelry that you're creating. So we have that, so let's do a couple more. Oh, there's a bird outside on my neighbor's roof. he's squeaking right now. It's so cute. So we'll do an orange. We'll do another one of these. And another orange. I'm having so much fun with this box. I knew I would when I saw these pieces. I was like, my favorite is antique brass and copper, more than the gold and the silver. Just, I don't know why, it just is. Okay, let's do another one of these hematites. And let's see, let's do a couple orange. Let's do an orange. Let's kind of orange, blue, orange, blue, orange, blue. And I thank everybody for the feedback of the last necklace that I made, asking everybody if they like that I already have half of the necklace done, and then I do the other half with them. Because, you know, I want to do what, you know, people like, because that's part of, you know, my channel. I want to, you know, teaching people my techniques and everything, but I don't want the videos to be too long for you. And then we'll do an orange one. And we'll do one of these nugget beads. Nugget. Space. Nugget. Then we'll do one of these. let's see, what do we want? Let's do another orange. I'm going to save the ZB for further down the necklace. So then let's do like 1, 2, and 3. There we go. So now I'm going to, let me get a few of these. I hope everybody's having a good day. I know I am. Having a day in my bead room. I got my workout in. I just started back to lifting weights after I had rotator cuff surgery about 5 years ago, which is one of the reasons why I stopped doing hair full time, and I miss doing it. But, I focus on yoga and walking and all that. I kind of wasn't as good about lifting weights ever since I had my surgery. And my doctor went for my checkup, and she kind of read me the riot act about making sure for bone health and stuff, because I did just turn 60. Can't believe that still. That looks pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna keep putting that down there. Okay, so now we're gonna start. Yeah, I have a ways to go yet before I need to. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to turn on. Forgot to turn on my other lights. There we go. Sorry. Oh, it's raining now. Okay, so we're going to, let's do one of the bead caps and one of these big matte beads. Another bead cap. And then we'll do an orange, a green, an orange, and then let's get some of these nugget beads here. Do that. I say let's do a hematite one, and then we'll do one of these, and we'll do another hematite. There we go. That looks pretty there. I'm keeping it kind of like so that I'll know when I'm getting close. And if, just so you know, what I do is the back of this, I do seed beads. And I'll do that for this too, just so that it makes it easier, so you can use it to get it off and on, as well as using the lobster clasp. So we'll do that, and then we'll just do a seed bead between each one. I love these turquoise beads. And I think I was thinking more of teal, but there is, if you look at this color, there is, when you put it next to it, there is that turquoisey blue in some of these pieces there. So to me, this was, out of all of my bluish green seed beads, this was the one that I think came closest to it. And even if it's not in every nugget bead, but it is in some of these beads as well too, like some of those, they're a little more to that color. Even if they're not in all of them, when you put that on, it will pull the color from these. So even if it's not all of them, just having that little hint is enough. Okay, got that. So, okay, so now we're gonna, I like to do the Z bead right here. You can hear that thunder outside. I hope it doesn't just doesn't crack though and scare me. Okay, we're getting our afternoon thunderstorms for Florida. Okay, so I'm going to put this down like here. Okay, and so I'm going to, if I want it, and it doesn't have to be totally perfect because you can move that back around, but I'm thinking probably right there. So I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to do just one, two, three. I might do an orange one too. Yeah, I'm going to do an orange one. Okay, now I'm going to take this off just for right now and make sure all the beads are right there. So I'm going to do like, I'd say I'm going to do 3 more of these blue ones and then put that on. 1. It rained all weekend down here in Florida. We do need the rain though. Okay, so we're there. So now I'm going to put it this way. Let me see. Let's see how it looks. I don't know. I always want to do different than everybody else. It's just kind of like, it's just kind of me. Okay, I'm going to put a few more on and then I'm going to attach it. And we'll see how it looks. 1, 2, 3. Make sure that's in there. Yeah, I'll be able to, once that's on, I'll be able to, I don't know. I kind of like that. It's got kind of a cooler look to it. I'm going to leave it like this. Because you know what? Jewelry is, it's whatever you want it to be. I got that, so now I'll do another orange one. And then we'll do 3 more here. Because when you attach this, you have to remember that you want to leave, if you had bigger, chunkier beads, they won't be able to go through the other end of the toggle. So 3. I'm going to do another. That bird is just, the bird is just singing. It's so cute. Okay. So I have that. Now I'm going to clip this so we know that's going to work. Okay. So let's see. Let's do a hematite. An orange. And let's do this spacer. We'll do a nugget bead. That. agate bead. Do some more of these. Two. Oh. Three. Let's add two of these together. And we'll add another blue one. Loving these baby turquoise beads. They're so cute. And then we'll add an orange. That. And then let's go and add bead cap. The round mat. Another bead cap. Because you want, like, you kind of want the beads like this to be, you want them to kind of be front and center, you know, so they're, let me see, I'm gonna do 3 of these. So I like to do random patterns throughout. That's just, I don't know, I like that. I don't like things to be the same. Sometimes I do, like on the other necklace I showed you, everything was, you know, the same going, like that. And then we'll do one more. That looks cute. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay, so see here. So this is, let me move this down. Okay, there's that one, there's this one. So now what I'm going to do, so that's going to be in there. So I'm going to, let me make sure that there is no spaces here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to show you my little trick here. I'm going to take these off like this, but I want to keep them in that same pattern. Okay, so one thing that I like to do when I do these longer necklaces, because they can be heavy, is I like to take a crimp bead. Now I'm putting it below the bead cap. And there's no spaces in this. And then I just take my flat nose pliers like this, and I will just flatten it out. Just so that, see how it holds it there? It's just, I call it a little insurance policy. So then I'm going to put these 3 on because I liked that little pattern. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to do the hem or the spacer, then that, and then this again, and then 1, 2. Let's do that, and then we'll do the orange one last. Okay, so here I have this. So now I'm going to, yeah, I don't want one little crimp bead holding all that together. And see, you can't even really see that if you look at it. And if you put it like right below a bigger bead, you won't be able to tell. And then I'll put this on. I put the crimp bead on like that. Now I don't have to worry so much about the other ones because I already have those crimped. And then I reach in, I'll show you once again. I reach into there like this, and I just lift it up a hair. and I flatten it down. You want to make sure that you flatten it. You don't turn the crimp. You want to make sure that, and you pull on it, and it doesn't move anywhere. Then I will take this, and I will put this down through. I need the beads so I can feed it through. I have about 5 beads or so. Let me see here. There we go. Yeah, there it's coming out here. So here that's flat in there, and I just close that up. Nice little squeeze. And I do that. So here I am here. So now I want to make a few dangles because I just want to. Okay. And I like these thicker jump rings too. Okay, so I have that. So let's see. I'm going to take one of these, and I want to use this. I'd like to use a leaf. I'm going to do it a little different from the other ones. I don't think I can fit any of these blue ones on here because they're very small. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a nugget bead, an orange bead, one of those, and I'll do this one, and I'll do another orange bead. Okay, I have this, so I'm just bending that way, and then I'm trimming that off. And just, I kind of just trying to show you. I work it in circles with this. Once you've been doing it a while, it's easy. You can kind of, do it without thinking. So, and I think I'm gonna put that there. Yeah. Open that up. Let me see which way do I want to. I'll do it. The other one I had this way, so let's do this way. It's going to be a little different. Okay, we have that. So now we have some chain. So let's take some chain. Here's an end piece here. And I'm just doing a little random. Let me see, we'll cut one right there. And then we'll cut one a little bit shorter. One right here. And like I said before, I always close my eyes when I clip anything like this because if something flew into your eye, that would not be fun. Okay. Okay, so now I have this. So I have this one right here. And should I flip that like that? No, I'm going to hang that from another dangle. So I have this. I'm going to put this through there. I'm going to put this as the first one. And then I'm also going to put this on there. And I always make sure everything is closed very tightly. Okay, and now we have it dangling like that. So I'm thinking, I think I'm going to do that down there. Yes, and for that one, I'm going to do, use your antique brass. I'm going to do a smaller one. I don't need a big, thick, heavy one for that. And I'm just kind of creating these little dangles as I'm going along. I don't really have a pattern or a plan, and that's what I like. I like doing those the best. Okay, I'm trying to flip this around. That's cute. So I want to do one more. I'm going to do this. Where's this here? I know. So I'm going to take, I'm going to do this round hematite. Oh, where'd I go? This round hematite. This big matte bead. An orange. And that. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like that. With that little bit of chain hanging, or should I? You know what? So I'm gonna do one more. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do one more because I'm gonna have one more little dangle on this side. Oh, that's pretty. Look at the colors in that one. Okay, so I'm gonna do that, this, and that. Okay, so I have these two. I have that hanging. Okay, so that's how I'm gonna do. Open that up. I'm gonna put this little piece of chain in there. And close this up. No one say this. Okay, so we got that. Okay. So I think 1, 2, hold on 1 second. I'm going to open this up one more time now. I thought I was done with that, but okay, so I have it kind of laying like this so I can see where everything's at. So I think I'm going to dangle this on this side. Let me get that on through there. Okay, so they'll be kind of like behind that. And then, should I just do that? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is cute. I love this. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put this on. Well, shoot. You know what? I'm going to leave it off. I might just use that for something else because this is, I like this like this. Okay, let me pick up these beads. Let me move everything so that I can show you this. I love the way this turned out. About these. Oh, this is so cute. I love making these kind of necklaces. I don't do them all the time, and I really should do them more often. Okay, let me try and lay this down now, and then I will connect it. Okay. There we go. So I'm kind of using this more as just a design. I would rather, if I sell this, I'd rather them use the lobster clasps to open it. So this turned out so cute. I know it's not all fitting inside of the let me get this. Okay. I think I'm trying to see if it's all inside. It's pretty much all inside. So I have this now, and then I did this one. And I had kind of originally thought this could kind of go inside of this. And I mean, technically it could. Might be a little tight. But yeah, I loved these little turquoise seed beads that I used. And I love this. I like that sideways like that. I think that turned out really cool. I think I've done this before with another couple necklaces, but I haven't in like the last year or so. So let me know what you thought of this video, and if you get the Rainforest Relics collection. And I have a coupon code, like I said, BNJ2 for $2 off your first box with them. And I will leave the all the information below in the description. And please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And I hope you enjoyed watching this, because I really enjoyed making this. This was such a fun collection. of beads. Oh my gosh, just had so much fun with these. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.